Alright, motherfuckers, it's Master Marks, and I'm back again with another motherfucking live goddamn video. Now, I know it's been quite some time since I did make a video. I was supposed to make a video on Tuesday. I didn't make a video on Tuesday. I was supposed to make a video on Wednesday. I didn't make a video on Wednesday. But it is what it is, motherfuckers. I'm in this bitch today. Today's video is just simply titled, Wrestling is Boring. Wrestling is boring. And I'm not talking about just AEW or PlayEW. I'm not just talking about Tony the Con Mankind or Kenny Sextile Omega or Adam Hangman Page or MJF. I'm not just talking about AEW. I'm talking about all of wrestling completely is fucking boring. It don't matter if you're in Impact. It don't matter if you're in fucking AEW. It don't matter if you're in fucking ROH, which is no longer a company. WWE, it don't matter what fucking company you're in. Wrestling is fucking boring. It's boring. Like, there's nothing interesting about wrestling. And it's just like, yeah, there's a few fucking characters. I mean, you got the Braun Breakers, the Mandy Rose, the Roman Reigns. But, you know, besides those few people, there's nothing else interesting in fucking WWE. And then you move on to like AEW, you have like a person like MJF. And that's pretty much it. That's the only thing that's interesting about AEW to me. I think Orange Cassidy is a stupid fucking character. I think Kenny Omega has no fucking charisma. The Young Bucks are goofy. The Acclaimed is a stupid fucking group, and they aren't cool. They look fucking stupid. So, I mean, like, that's boring. And then you move on to Impact. I mean, Impact is basically where all the we wish you well on your future endeavors motherfuckers go. So Impact is boring as fuck too. Like, don't nobody watch no fucking Impact. And if you do watch Impact, I guess all praise to you. I mean, I guess you must have a lot of free time in your fucking life. But as far as people who don't have that much free time in their life, I won't watch Impact. I refuse. That's why y'all have never heard me do a review on Impact. There's not one thing that's interesting on Impact to me. I don't think Moose is a good talker. He's got a good look, good size, whatever, but he can't fucking talk. He has zero charisma to me. So, yeah. And then like ROH is dead, so that doesn't count anymore. New Japan, I don't really watch New Japan like that. I mean, I know people who watch it and they fucking cocksuck it. Whatever. That's to y'all. If y'all like that shit, that's on y'all. Whatever. You know, I don't watch New Japan like that, but I heard they got decent stuff going on there. And, you know, they got Okada there. So, I mean, Okada's a pretty big name in New Japan. Whatever. And then, like, NWA, I liked NWA because I did like shit with the question mark. RIP the question mark. And, I mean, NWA is okay. Like, NWA isn't completely garbage because at least they have people on that show with fucking charisma. Out of all those shows, you know, NWA is one of the most decent ones. I mean, I guess MLW as well, or whatever the fuck it's called, with Jacob Fatu. You know, Jacob Fatu is a star. He needs to go ahead and just go drop that title, get that contract over with, take your ass to NXT. You know, go join the Bloodline. Go bow down to the Tribal Chief like you're supposed to. Or, I don't know, when Roman decides to not be the Tribal Chief anymore, he wants to be a good guy, you know, you can have. And I'm not into that whole, like, future booking shit, because I'm not a booker. That's what a lot of you wrestling fans do not understand. You motherfuckers are not bookers, so stop trying to book matches. If you were bookers, you would have the job as a booker. You wouldn't work at fucking Jiffy Lube or AutoZone. You would be a fucking booker and wear a suit every day if that was your job. So, I don't know why you wrestling fans try to book matches like y'all know what the fuck is going on. Y'all couldn't book a match if your life depended on it, so just stop it. As far as like Jacob Fatu, man, I think that, you know, if I was to do some shit, like Jacob Fatu could go to fucking WWE and, you know, Roman Reigns could become a good guy and then Jacob Fatu could take over the Bloodline. You know, a lot of shit you can do with that, you know, but whatever, that's the future. Who fucking knows what's going to happen? Wrestling is boring as fuck anyways. And then as far as all those other indie shows, you couldn't pay me $2 million to watch half of those indie shows because it's just fucking trash anyways. Like dudes flipping off of people's bellies and doing like just all kind of fucking lame ass fucking wrestling shit. That's just not fucking cool. Like it's just not cool. Like wrestling has become so boring and so hard to watch that I don't think that I can, unless it's like something that's like really good, I don't really give a fuck about it. Like that whole all those wrestlers getting released, I didn't care about that shit because at the end of the day, you keep your job if you do your job right. And, they said Keith Lee has some attitude issues. We don't know if that's true. He might have been tired of the booking, but also Keith Lee got some health issues that he need to get resolved. That's more important. Mia Yim has never had a fucking character, so she had no reason to be there. Only reason why she was there is because she's married to Keith Lee. Her character is fucking non-existent, so we don't know if she's a breakdancer or a graffiti artist. Once again, I said that. That's the second time I've said that. And Karrion Kross, I really don't know. I guess maybe he didn't want to get vaccinated. In a company like that, when you traveling around the world and you going back and forth to those places, even though I'm not like the big motherfucker that's, you got to get vaccinated. Like, I don't give a fuck about that shit. You have to do it because that's the type of shit that going to keep your job, So that's kind of how it is. And then Scarlett Bordeaux is probably the most sexiest woman I've ever seen in my life. So she didn't deserve to get fired, but if they get rid of Karrion, of course they're going to get rid of Scarlett Bordeaux. And I don't think she wanted to get vaccinated either. All the other people that got released, I don't fucking care about. B-Fab, I don't care about B-Fab, bro. Like, I don't really understand. She can't fucking rap. I mean, she's cute. She's attractive, but her charisma level is not there. But yeah, like I was saying, man, wrestling is fucking boring. Raw is boring. Impact is boring. AEW is boring. All those shows are boring. I mean, NXT 2.0 is pretty good because I get to see Mandy Rose and Brian Breaker and all these new characters. It feels fresh and new. But as far as that, I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, everything else is just boring as dog shit. Like, that shit's fucking trash. Wrestling is trash right now. And I just don't understand how a lot of you people watch that shit. Like, how you tune into Monday Night Raw every fucking Monday. How do y'all do that shit? Like, there are so many other things you can be doing on a Monday night. So many other things. So many other things that you motherfuckers could be doing on a Monday night that y'all not doing. Watching Raw. And then, like, SmackDown is straight, but, like, I mean, when you look past it, you got Roman Reigns. Unless they call up Walter and LA Knight, I don't really see too many people that's competition for Roman Reigns. Right now, Roman Reigns is going against King Xavier Woods. He has no competition. I mean, what, Drew McIntyre? Bro, I don't even want to talk about Drew McIntyre. We don't want to see Drew McIntyre with the belt again for another fucking 2 years and just bore the fuck out of us. Drew McIntyre is fucking boring. Like, he's boring. And, like, I'm not even going to talk about AEW. I know that they got their little event going on this week and whatever. Hangman Page versus Sextile Kenny. I guess, I seen something about Sextile Kenny using Hangman Page's blood to sign a contract. It's so fucking late for them to be having a contract signing. Like, and they have had zero build on the actual fucking, like, shit. Like, there has been zero build to the matches. Or to the match. So, I mean, it's pointless. It's almost pointless. So, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, wrestling is fucking boring, and I really don't understand how you motherfuckers watch that shit. And, I mean, if you want me to be real honest, the wrestling business is fucking dead. That's why you see Vince try to get into other shit. Or he try to bring in, like, other sponsors or other people that put money into it. Because he know the wrestling business is fucking dead. It's fucking dead. It's boring. The matches are boring. Nobody cares about Becky Lynch. Nobody wants to see Becky Lynch. Nobody wants to see Sasha Banks. Nobody wants to see Charlotte. They want to see somebody on TV. They want to see Mandy Rose look fucking sexy as fuck. That's just the truth. Like, wrestling became so fucking boring that motherfuckers don't even want to watch that shit no more. But at the end of the day, I mean, I'll still keep tuning into shit and, watching highlights of wrestling. But at the end of the day, wrestling is fucking boring. And if it doesn't, you know, if it doesn't pick up, then the wrestling business is just going to fucking die. Just like I said before, like when people make jokes about how when Vince McMahon die, wrestling will be better. No, when Vince McMahon die, wrestling dies. You can bring all these fuckers in here, and you can bring these motherfucker Tony Khans and all these fucking janky promoters into the business, but that is not going to be enough. That's not going to be enough. So when Vince McMahon does die, you know, hopefully he has a long and healthy life, but when it does happen, the wrestling business is going to fucking die itself. Because, I mean, look, it's already boring as a motherfucker because now Vince is old as hell and kind of feeble. Wrestling is already boring as shit. AEW don't have to really even do too much to try to even attempt, and I mean attempt, to compete with WWE. They don't have to do that much. Wrestling is fucking boring now. And like I said, I'm going to keep watching the highlights on these videos, and I'll tune into the highlights of fucking AEW, whatever it's called, Rampage or